What's going on, everybody? We keep resurrecting this mug from the dead. It's dead, and then we bring it back, and then it's dead, and then we bring it back, and then it's dead, and then we bring it back. The mug got more lives.
Acknowledging that it died.
Exactly. Right. I was about to say this mug got more lives than
Who said it died? We here.
Okay. Well,
Still
anyway,
sleeping.
the fact that I can't think of a metaphor to complete this joke means I'm going to continue. Welcome to the Whatever We Want podcast. Yes, and I am, of course, one of the hosts of the show. I go by the name of Jazz, Super Jazz SJ.
Super Jazz.
As nature intended. SJ, JT, whatever you want, what have you, and the like. And I am always joined by...
Oh, yeah. Y'all know who it is, what's going on, when it's happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It is I, the sublimely magnificent Omari Ellis, Fail Grande on the YouTube, and sometimes referred to by this gentleman and his brother as Pete on this show. I'm here too.
And yes, as I said so eloquently, this is the Whatever We Want podcast where we do just that. We talk about whatever we want. We don't lead this conversation. This conversation leads us, and we let these chips fall where they resurrection.
Whenever we feel like having a resurrection. But yeah, let's just stop acknowledging that it's dead, you know? Just say that it's going.
If I had $1...
No need to say it's resurrected, you know? Maybe we're missing some weeks. Here we go. Busy folks. The Aquarius gotta rise, my man.
Facts. If I had $1 for every time somebody told me to stop acknowledging that it's dead, whatever it might be, I'd be a rich man. Wouldn't that be crazy if that was an actual true statement? What the fuck?
You are from St. Louis, so... I'm kidding. There's not a lot of crime in St. Louis.
I was about to say, you from St. Louis too. You know, so St. Louis is always...
There's not a lot of crime in St. Louis, unless you look at statistics.
I was just about to say, St. Louis has always had the highest murder rate, or at least like within the top 5. But might be talking about my ass a little bit with this one, but at least my experience. If you mind your business, most of the time, those certain issues. Now, no matter how much you mind your business, some shit is just gonna happen.
Mind your business.
What am I missing?
I'm just laughing at the mind your business, or just like, or especially the mind your business. And you know me, I get distracted real easily when I see certain things in front of me, especially if said things in front of me are myself.
I was about to say,
just picture
you, motherfucker, with this like smoldering look, with this fucking tuxedo with the snakeskin lapels.
Gator.
Oh, excuse me. Well, I got my reptiles wrong. I'm sorry.
With the gold gator lapels. It's not a literal gator, but it's like gator, you know, design.
Trying to smolder and shit.
But no, I just, as you mentioned the whole, like, you mentioned, like, if you mind your business, you're good. And I started thinking, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like someone who's been involved with a lot of covering up murders would say. Oh, St. Louis ain't that bad, you know. It's easy to live if you just mind your business. And then as I thought that, I saw this guy in behind me just being like, hey, mind your business. And I'm like,
so in your head, you made this whole scenario up in a span of like 20 seconds. That's hilarious.
As we were talking, I'm just like, I told you, the initial thought was, but that sounds like somebody saying that. I'm like, see,
you wearing this nice ass tuxedo like a straight gangster and shit. If you just mind your business,
mind your business.
Like hey,
have a good evening. Enjoy yourself.
What's that thing being taken out in that big old black bag over there? It looks kind of heavy. I don't think that concerns you. It's like, it's a big bag that was being drug out. It needed 2 people that I don't think that concerns you. You're right. That don't concern me at all. What bag? Nothing, huh? Yeah. Anyway, can I borrow a cup of
It doesn't
sugar, neighbor?
concern
I'm gonna
me.
get the fuck out.
Try to try the coffee or whatever. You know what I mean?
Try to right. Pass the cannoli. That's some stereotypical gangster shit.
Mobster shit.
Right, pass the cannoli. Oh shit.
Treat
Um,
yourself to a cannoli on the way out. Much.
what's that? What's the movie where he said, "Leave the gun, take the cannoli"?
I don't fucking remember. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But you know what I'm talking about. You've heard the quote.
Yes, I feel like I have. If it's like I don't know if they said it in Goodfellas anywhere, but
I don't
there's
know.
other mob movies out there. So I'm like, I probably have. If I heard the line, it sounds familiar, but I can't place where it's in, so I clearly can't tell you 100% certain that I've seen it.
Well,
I'll
what if
tell
I?
you what I. Oh, go ahead. What have I told you?
I was about to say some dumbass shit. So
Oh,
please say
tell you
save the
what I
people from what I was
have
gonna say.
seen. Tell you what I have seen because I kind of touched on it before
Oh, and you said that you wanted to
we
say
filmed.
talking about it. Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
when you went, what the hell is that? That sounds like something you would have came up with. So recently, on last week, I guess by the time this comes out, last week's TGHS, this guy hasn't seen. We covered
Dope
a
show.
movie called Pancake Man, to which you went, yeah, exactly. And you're like, what? That had to be something you recommend. First off, you're
Sounds
right.
like shit that you
First
come up
off,
with.
you're
Yeah,
right.
no
I
shit.
did recommend it. Second off, I've told you about this movie before.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
It
Vaguely.
should, because about 2 years ago, I flew over to LA to be make an on-screen appearance in something. Now, I went to LA twice and Vegas once, but the first time going to LA was to
That's
shoot
right.
a scene
That's the one that you
for
did.
Pancake Man.
Can we say the name of the person who's noteworthy in there that you did it with, or no? Start with a G.
Uh, with a G.
Wasn't it GP? His initials.
No,
Don't say it.
that's a different one.
Okay.
You're talking about
Never
the
mind.
black man, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to say that you did a film with said person, then we can, even though it's not this one. But
Well, I'm not sure what the status of that other thing is.
so there's no
Because the
point in
latter
saying that.
two,
Yeah.
yeah,
Good
that
point.
some unfortunate real life events happened to the directors of the latter two things I
Oh
went to
shit.
film.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure what the status of it is. One of the films, sure, I can tell you the trailer of it. It doesn't have the gentleman you just referenced in it, but there's a trailer of it on YouTube called Bikers versus Werewolves. I'm right there on screen in the trailer. I don't have a big role in the movie, but I'm on the screen in the trailer, which is funny.
That's dope.
Um, but no, Pancake Man, I've
Pancake man.
told you about it because I told you I went to go film something
Not
called
now that you say it, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes. I was crapping on it because I did it wasn't familiar.
you terrible gentleman, you.
And it is a wild
An
ass name.
award winning it is an award winning film.
Really.
Yes. Many indie circuit film festival things. It's won.
Damn, that's what's up that you attached to an award winning film.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if it's gonna win, the typical awards people refer to when they say award winning film, but it has won awards. Like, I don't think it's winning no Oscar or Golden Globe,
But this is
but
what I
it's
was gonna
won
say.
awards.
I'll put it like this: at the level that we're at, right?
If
And
I
no,
was
no,
in
no.
anything that was Oscar worthy, I would be open.
Well, if you was in something that like won a damn Oscar, I would hope that you would, have like an upgrade in your fucking like salary and money you making and all kind of
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. I wouldn't be on fucking
Like, what the
you.
fuck? I'd be like,
We would be filming this from my own studio in St. Louis or some
snacks,
shit.
right? And as you would be living in the fucking like suburbs of St. Louis, like fucking Creve Coeur or fucking Chesterfield or
We're
some
not just
shit.
flying to do the fucking
Oh, right, you be
stay where
flying
I
back and
gotta stay.
forth.
Yeah,
Let me
have
go to
some
my
kind of
St.
house
Louis
out in the
house. Now I
county.
go to my Florida house. Yeah,
Yeah, have a house in the county that's, cheap enough for me to just come in a few days and stay in a few days in a week and, have people over when I'm in town. and then come back down.
Like, oh shit, pizza town. When's he leaving? Probably about 2 days. But don't worry, he'll be back in about 3 weeks. Like, what
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck?
we'll be back in. Yeah, yeah, he's coming in. We're gonna film a few episodes of some stuff for the YouTube channel, and
But
then send it to the editor that we pay to make it be
look fucking Hollywood grade type shit. Right.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. Editing is like a good 80% of the reason I don't have a lot more content on this channel.
Oh, editing is one of them things where I feel like I'm not bad at it when I was doing it for my own shit, like
Hmm.
years ago. And every time, when I was rapping, I would sit in with my friends and shit, and we would like edit it together because I wanted to have my creative eye on it or whatever. Yeah, but I think I'm good at editing. But God, editing is tedious. It
It's
is
the
tedious.
tediosity.
God, it's tedious.
It's the tediosity. I don't think I'm bad at editing. I think I'm competent at editing. I don't think I'm some master cinematographer or anything. Now, what does have some no lie, no cap, good cinematography? Pancake Man. Check it out on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. You want
Um,
to talk about what Pancake Man is about? Can you?
oh yeah, it's the movie Falling Down.
Never seen it, but I know it is. I
You
know
know
what
the
it is.
premise of the movie Falling Down?
Is it Michael Douglas is having
I
like a
believe so.
he's having a really shitty day and he's just at the end of his rope, so he just starts fucking people up.
Yeah. Now picture that, but the straw that breaks the camel's back and causes the spree is that the man couldn't get his order of pancakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So he couldn't get his order of pancake. So shit is.
Like I'm saying, like without going too deep into the plot and stuff, but I'm
But I
just
like that though.
saying, yeah,
I like that though. What's the runtime on it about?
an hour and a half.
That sound honestly, that sounds like it'd be the perfect time.
Oh yeah, it was great. Bill and I love us a good hour and a half movie for people who have to watch movies every week to talk about said movies. A nice 90-minute, thing filled with, stuff to talk about. Good
Shout out to
times.
Bill. Obviously Bill being your homeboy from back in the day, so he had to he had to give the critic eye and be honest, even though y'all are cool. What did Bill think about it?
And they enjoyed the experience.
Okay,
Or you know what? Better yet, you want to know what Bill thought about it? Check out the
watch out the video. Yeah, watch out, watch the video, not watch out the
check
video.
out the video on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Do you got like you said that you got like a few lines in it, right?
That's not what I said at all. I said I made an on-screen appearance.
Oh, okay. I remember you said on-screen appearance. I remember you said on-screen appearance, but I thought that you had lines as well.
I do say something, but you're gonna
Oh,
have
what
to
the
watch
fuck?
to find out. Because technically it wasn't. I technically, when I went there, I did not have a line assigned to me,
Mhm.
and I kind of get something thrown to me while filming. I respond. So I'm like, yeah, I technically. And you said you have a few lines in this, and I said no, I didn't say that. I said I made an on-screen appearance, and you're like, what the fuck? You said something. What the fuck do you mean? I'm like, I'm like, I didn't say. Your question was, did you say you have a few lines? And the thing is, no, that's not. I didn't say it. Now, maybe in another on-screen appearance, I have a few lines. But I do say something in this movie. But I don't want to
That's
give
nice.
that away because I want you to watch it and
That's
hear
nice
for
that you say
yourself.
something though. Where
Yep.
can it be found?
Again, Pancake Man, Amazon Prime,
Okay.
Prime Video, $2, or it's either $2 or $3 to rent it.
Okay. Okay. Cause I remember when you were talking about going to film it now. Yeah. You should well you have an IMDb credit now, don't you?
Yeah,
Because
for
I was gonna
Pancake
say
Man.
I was gonna say you should hold on to it. You should hold on
For
to it for your
Pancake
forgotten.
Man. For Pancake Man, I guess since I have an IMDb credit for it, I can also say the thing I did with the other gentleman was a movie with
Mhm.
whether or not it actually ends up airing anywhere. Glenn Plummer is the guy I got to meet,
Okay,
and it was for Cursed Waters,
right.
which is my other IMDb credit. I believe I should have one for Bikers and Werewolves, but again, the directors of both movies kind of have that thing in a state of limbo because of real life tragedies. So
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
we're Jesus hiccups, but we're going to see how that turns out.
But yeah, I guess like you say, you could go ahead and actually say what it is because if they look up the IMDb with you, it's gonna pop up anyway. So yeah, are you
Yeah.
trying to match the face? This
Leave
motherfucker,
me alone.
bruh. We're having a conversation. You just randomly just start looking all serious. Get the fuck out of my
You
face.
know what's crazy?
You
It
what?
Taker, since he's retired, has had tons of stories about things. And he was talking about one of the things that pissed him off the most about The Rock. And and something I didn't notice until Taker pointed it out. But usually when Rock is doing his, hits and stuff like that, string or whatever to beat somebody's ass,
Yeah, the like
that
pop, pop,
person,
pop.
the victim in this case, or the recipient of the pains, back is to the Titantron. And The Rock is spending the whole time looking up at himself on the Titantron, beating the other person's. And Taker's like, dude, okay, look, I get it, I'll sell for you and stuff, but can you at least look at me when you're whooping my ass? You gotta just look past me and look up at the goddamn Titantron to watch yourself.
That is
And
like
I'm like, yeah, I would do the same thing.
that is like a small level of like. Clearly, I don't think Dwayne Johnson is like conceited like that, but that is like a level of like being like seeming conceited. Like, goddamn.
You know what? Fuck it. I think he is conceited like that. It's fine. You don't get to be where he's at, where you literally write into your contracts, I'm not allowed to lose in your movies. And all of this stuff, if you not that conceited about your or that obsessed with your personal image and always want to be seen as a badass. Nah, that man, and it's fine. You know what? People demonize ego. Now, anything in excess is bad, but that doesn't mean anything in existence is bad. So, that said, I think ego is needed. And
That's
I
a dope
think,
ass quote. That's a dope ass quote.
and I also think ego mm, is something that, how do I say this? It, it needs ego can't exist on its own. One can't exist solely on ego. Or if they do, usually a lot of your favorite people that made it to the top of anything have big egos and stuff like that. And like I said, it's kind of needed. But in order to hit that next level, I think what ego needs is validation. Like ever because there's self-doubt. And the people with the biggest egos are the most fragile. The
Oh
biggest
yeah,
egos are
yeah.
the most fragile, and that's why I say you need the fucking validation to go with it. Like, if you have something you can hang your hat on to be like, yeah, I'm as awesome as I think I am. You know what I mean? Yeah, because
Well,
for
that's what
whatever reason, when you got an ego, you love yourself more than people think you probably should. And
that's what celebrity is to an extent though is the public telling you, to some extent, whether you are a lister or whatever, that you are as awesome as you think you are, quote
yeah,
unquote. You said like
yeah.
celebrity is you are so awesome that we
Mhm.
are going to put you in the spotlight and pay you a ridiculous amount of money because of how awesome we think you are. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and there's just other things like in life to that encourage that next step or that keep that going. Whereas, let's say you think you're hot shit at something, you do the something, people ain't. People let you know immediately, oh, that ain't it. It ain't it, son. Now, most people just, or normal people are like, I don't care what the fuck you think. But if you're looking for that validation of I'm awesome as I think of it, you hear that like, oh shit, am I not? Wait, no. Now it's easier to shake off the criticism when you can be like, let's say you're an athlete who's, got a big ego and one of the greats. Like if you're Kobe Bryant, you can always hang your hat on 5 championships, no matter what any motherfucker says about you. Nigga, I
Right.
got 5 championships. Who the fuck is you? I know I'm the shit. I'm Kobe fucking Bryant,
All
no
right.
matter what. Even in those last years after the Achilles, he had nothing left to prove. He's
Or like
Kobe.
Meryl Streep has won like how many Oscars? So somebody's like, I don't think Meryl. If some person was to say they didn't think Meryl Streep could act, Meryl Streep could be like, well, they did more than once.
Trophies. Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh, let me wipe
So
my
no.
tears with this with this plaque over here. Uh,
Right. Right. Or, like maybe like a Robert Downey Jr. could be like, huh, I can't act, huh? So how much did Avengers make? Hmm. Okay. Because no, I get what you're saying. Like certain shit is irrefutably like certain statistics doesn't fucking lie, no matter how much it might be subjective.
hmm
There is a certain level of objectivity within the subjection. Yeah, I get what
Yeah,
you're saying.
and I think you get to those points by getting the like lesser validations at the younger ages and stuff. Like you're a kid and you do something and people are like, "Hey, look at that." And you're like, "Haha, validation." All right, well now I feel confident enough to take this next step.
Right, 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 right.
If the step works, I've got an even bigger base to step on. If I miss, at least I'm only going down. It's like a fucking ladder, or not a ladder, a staircase. Each little validation is another step up and down the staircase
For you to
until
think
you get
that,
to like rock bottom, complete humbling or depression, which for a lot of the ego people, the humbling level is just depression. It's like no, there's no shade of gray. It's I'm the shit or I am shit. You just remove the.
well,
Uh,
Gray has, at least 50 shades anyway.
that's what some people say, but not egotistical and in how they feel when it comes to people.
No, I
There's no
will
shades
say,
there. Life has about 50, you're right, but the ego scale, not so.
I will say that I've actually had people tell me, because, obviously I'm, pursuing acting and all this shit. And I've had people tell me early on that I could use more ego. And I was like, yeah, okay. And maybe I could, but I say that to any extent, like you say, I say any artist or athlete for that matter, or anybody who's getting in front of people to do any type of task, or like I'm cooking too, you got to have some for that, whatever. Anything where you're doing something for somebody else, and especially when you start doing it on a high level, when you get to celebrity and shit, you got to have some level of ego, like you say, that tells you to some extent what I'm doing is worth doing this in front of these people. Like you say, now if you get to the bigger point, but the one quote that I have, and I mean I have come up with this quote for me. I should honestly print this mug out and put it on my wall somewhere. But I came up with this quote for acting or artistry or whatever, like years and years and years ago, and I really stand by this. To to at least for acting, I'll say to act you have to some extent you have to believe in your own bullshit. And what I mean by that when I say that is because of the fact that you need ego, however big or small, to get on the stage in front of these people who are strangers that you don't fucking know, or to be in a fucking movie, and you don't know who's gonna see it or whatever. To some extent, you have to believe in your own bullshit. What I mean is nothing says you're worthy to get in front of these people. And what I mean by it is nothing says you're worthy to get in front of these people in some regard. In some aspect, it would all be bullshit. Who's to say that Jazz Tucker is worthy to get on this stage in front of these? Nobody. It's bullshit. I got to believe in my own bullshit. I have to believe my own bullshit that I'm worthy to stand on this stage in front of them. So I came up with that quote. Like for me, that's a quote that I had. Honestly, I never actually said it to you, but that's a quote that I
Yeah,
came up with like years ago. And
yeah,
every now and then I think about it.
you've said it to me.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
I thought I hadn't said it to you. Never mind.
Well, you see, we're both actors. Kind of talk about the profession
I never.
quite
I
often.
didn't know I actually said it to you before.
Quite often. So it's come up. Like I'm not mad that you brought it up now. It's
Right,
very
right.
topical and everything, but I
But
have
you're
heard it
like, we've been
before.
friends how long? And
I'm
no shit.
like, oh, I've definitely heard your take on what it means to be an actor within the 20 plus year, 25 plus years we've known each other.
Right.
Uh,
But yeah, no, but I do think that though, like it's bullshit. Like there's nothing that says that you're worthy, I'm worthy, he's worthy, she's worthy, they're worthy to get in front of these strangers and wow them. Except the bullshit. I got to believe in the bullshit that says that I'm worthy to get up here. So yeah,
have
you got to
you
find it.
checked out Promenade?
Not yet.
This is the last weekend for it.
Yes, it is.
You should
Actually,
check out Promenade.
actually, now that you mention it, I need to see it tomorrow because I'm not going to be able to see it Saturday or Sunday. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, you should check out Promenade.
Yes, I should.
There would be a surprise in there. Or maybe not. Maybe you've heard.
Well, I know why. Clearly, first of all, clearly, if I know what you're talking about.
Maybe you're in St. Louis
No, but
and involved in the scene.
again,
Like you're not some
again,
random nigga. You're
again,
not some random
again,
dude in Florida.
us being friends and me being an actor. This is not surprising that this would come.
I ain't never brought up Promenade to you. I didn't know if you had talked to the other individual.
I'm just talking about for you to bring it
Yeah.
up. You're like, you might just know about it because you're involved. You goofy bitch, right? Yes.
Yeah, you're in St. Louis. Like you actually have a chance of knowing of hearing about it.
That's
But
funny.
we
I'm
hadn't
like, why would
talked.
I know about you? Yeah,
Like I don't think we had really had a conversation since I had heard about Promenade.
yeah. Right.
So that's why I was like, have you seen Promenade? You should check it out. And that's why I said there may or may not be a surprise in there for you. A
Everybody
couple of
listen.
surprises, actually.
Well, yeah. Everybody listening, Promenade is a play that is going on right now. By the time this goes up, I believe it will be over. But it's a play going on right now in the St. Louis acting world. The play happening in St. Louis at the moment been going on for I want to say 3 weekends, maybe a whole month,
The month of March.
the whole month, yeah. And it's a play happening right now, so that's what we're talking about. Just so y'all know.
Mm.
I don't know if we'll tell y'all what them surprises are or not, but
I
either way,
mean, I believe he.
because I know they are no shit.
I think he's mentioned it on the channel, but now your doubt makes me doubt.
Well, I don't fucking know. You talk to them. Speaking of talking to people on the channel, you talk to him on the channel way more than I do.
Well, you'd hurt. You made it seem like it. You talked to him enough to where you clearly knew about the problem.
Well, because the four of us collectively, shout out to Big Bro, the four of us have collectively talked about it. I believe so. Whether it be on cam or be in text or something, we talked about it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
You're like, when did we talk about this on video? I don't know if we did. I don't know if we talked about it on video.
Oh, yeah. Um.
Anyway, it's one of the early Pamela Anderson spots. Home Improvement.
Pam Anderson was on there.
Yeah. So he had his show Tour Time, right? Tim Toolman Taylor.
Yeah.
She was like one of the, like, I guess you could say
Tool
she
Girls.
Yeah, she would like throw it to him, now everybody come to Timmy
Gotcha.
too, man, Taylor. Yeah, and like talk for like a hot little second or whatever. That was it, type of shit.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, early Pam Anderson spots. Now, fast forward all these years later, and Pam Anderson is like getting praised for good matter, but she's getting praised because she's choosing to like forego putting on like an ass load of makeup when she goes out, and everybody's like, "Yay, Pam Anderson is actually showing what it means to age as a fucking human." like, like a woman just like yeah,
I mean, that's cool and all, but
it
I
is nice,
also feel like if people want to look a certain way, they should go ahead and do it too. Um,
right? Either or.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
either.
either or.
Apparently, she was messing with Liam Neeson after that last Naked Gun movie too.
Okay,
But
makes
whatever.
sense.
Uh,
Makes sense. They were both in. I was gonna say, have you seen Naked Gun, the Liam Neeson version?
love how you don't even know what it's called officially, but
Uh,
I think it's
Naked
just
Er
Naked.
Gun, Naked is Gun,
I
the
think it's just
Naked
Naked.
Gun.
I think it's just the Naked Gun. But no, I haven't seen it. I heard it was really fucking funny. Surprisingly, really fucking funny.
You should check out the show on YouTube called "This Guy Hasn't Seen." They cover
You
it.
have
They
seen
cover it on an episode. Uh,
it. Did you like it?
you should watch it. Yeah, no, I liked it.
I was about to say that means that you didn't fucking like it. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Okay, wait. Me just telling people to watch the episode means I didn't like it? That's
No,
crazy.
when I
Uh,
if I say to you, you say you should check out the episode. Did you like it? You should check out. That sounds like you was good. You
no, it
probably
sounds
shadow.
like I'm trying to plug. Go watch it, and I don't want to spoil the out my opinion. But good thing is there's two people on the show. So even if I liked it, how did Bill think about it? Hmm. Watch it and find out.
Well, knowing Bill for the most part, Bill probably liked it because if you liked it, then Bill. I'm not saying y'all had the same taste, but Bill probably liked it to some extent. Then if you happen to like it, yeah.
Maybe. I've recommended some movies that Bill was not a fan of.
The thing is, I only
You've
watch
recommended some movies
for no
that
shit.
Bill was not a
Uh,
fan of.
I only watch the episodes that you all put out of movies that I have seen, obviously, because otherwise I know
Mm,
what the fuck y'all talking about. And y'all happen to do a lot of movies that I have not seen. So
yeah. Yeah. As much shit as Bill gives you about The Greatest Showman, it only ended up being covered on the show because I suggested it. So
oh damn, that's right. That wasn't me. I
you
suggested
just got mad when we talked about it, and I gave my opinion upon second viewing, and Bill gave his opinion, and you got mad at the way we were talking about it.
The Greatest Showman is not a bad movie, man. The
I,
Greatest Showman is not a bad movie.
there's far worse than The Greatest Showman.
But I mean, I suggested Lady Bird, Wanted, and Waiting
Hmm.
Till Dark.
Yeah, Wanted and Waited to Dark, fantastic. Oh, not Wanted, Lady
I,
Bird and Waiting
I
to
was about to
Dark,
say, I
fantastic.
liked Wanted. Wait a minute.
You mixed up the order in the way you did the movies.
On purpose.
You showed up with Wanted.
Oh, I said it out of order on purpose.
Yeah, yeah, you showed up with Wanted. That's why I was like, oh, the latter two movies were fine. The first movie was the problem.
See, this is the thing with Wanted. Do I think that it is straight up garbage juice? Hell no. But like I'm talking about consensus. To say that is I think is crazy. But I will say when I was at, me and my friends, we used to hang out more before everybody starts getting older and you get more responsibilities and some people have kids and end up getting married and yada yada. When we used to have, we used to hang more than we can now and have movie nights here and there. I remember one movie night in particular after we watched something. I think we had watched Twilight, and one of my friends was surprised I had never seen Twilight, and I was like, no shit, I purposely have gone this long. But anyway, so
Why
we
would
ended up
people
watching.
be surprised you hadn't seen Twilight?
And you said the same thing when I told you then, how many like few years ago that we watched it. Yeah, she's like, you haven't seen this? I was like, hell no. But anyway, but then we watched Wanted, and I remember, and I knew this was gonna happen. Everybody else was like kind of half watching it, half not. And meanwhile, Jazz is 17 again. Yeah, yeah. I just fucking love that movie, man. So
Hey, do
basically what I'm
you?
saying is I'm not surprised that it was less than stellar for y'all, but for y'all to act like that shit is one of the worst movies ever is crazy. That's what I mean.
Are there worse movies than Wanted? Sure. Have I seen many? I'm not sure. But
Fuck you.
I'm
Fuck you. Fuck you, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. That right there. Wanted, like I say, I'm not
that
surprised.
was more. To be completely fair and
Mm,
stuff, and no subjectivity to this, there are stuff that can be considered as cool moments. As a person who watches anime, as stupid as curbing the bullet sounds, I can understand people being willing to suspend their disbelief for that. You know, I get it. Like I said, I'm a person who watches animes. I have to suspend my disbelief quite often. So I get that. It's just something about I think I didn't like the main character.
too whiny
Yeah, I hated it actually.
and then
Yeah,
too
I
an
hated
asshole.
the I'm sorry shit, if I remember
He was
correctly.
saying, well, the whole thing was stop saying I'm sorry, grow a fucking backbone. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was something about there was another quality to him that I just didn't like.
He was a dick.
And for the rest of the reasons I didn't like the movie, fucking watch the damn episode. I don't remember. But you oh, there you go.
What happened?
There you are. Okay.
I
Yeah, I
froze
was
for a
just
second.
saying for the rest, yeah, you kind of interneted for a second. But the yeah, I was just saying for the rest of the movie, watch the episode because I don't remember all the exact points I made because it's been about what 2 years since we watched it.
Probably.
Yeah,
Um,
so as
speaking
opposed
of
to when we recorded it, it was like 2 days max, if not 2 hours.
Speaking of movies that y'all did watch, and there was something that happened within the last, few weeks, last month, to spur y'all to watch a few movies. You all covered a few of the Best Picture nominees, and I did. I haven't seen one battle after another, so I didn't watch the review, of course. But um, you all watched a few movies that were nominated for Best Picture and
Yeah.
discussed those movies. And what was I gonna say? I was just saying, what you you didn't watch every Best Picture nominee though. I
No.
guess y'all just didn't care to.
Yeah, it was kind of a Oscar season thing. What actually interests us? Damn, a lot of these movies are 2.5 to 3 hours long. One movie caught my interest off the title, and then when Bill went, "Oh, you mean the 3.5 hour long foreign flick called the this?" And I
What was
was
that?
like, I think it was The Secret Agent or something like that, or the 2.5, 3 hour long movie foreign flick. Nothing wrong with foreign movies or foreign movies that are in another language. Check out our reviews for RRR and Bahubali. Anyway, the bottom line is as well as stuff in Japanese and other things. But for the sake of time, I'm like, oh, that's yeah, let's watch something else. And I chose Marty Supreme because the title sounded interesting to me.
Mhm.
Um, but the movies we covered during Oscar season, there was Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another,
Begonia.
Begonia.
And y'all saw Sinners like weeks before you decided to.
We saw Sinners back, I think, Halloween season.
Okay,
Uh, I feel like I had two and he had two, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Who all was fucking nominated this year?
One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, Begonia, Sinners, F1, Hamnet. And I think it might have been two more. Uh, One Battle After Another one.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, and that's
Oh,
why I say I haven't seen One Battle After Another. Um, it came out with not a whole lot of fanfare, even though it had some big names attached to it. Um,
oh, those are the three, I guess.
yeah, well,
Those
because
are.
I just watched the reviews. I was like, oh, they reviewed these. I know these movies. So I
Mm-hmm.
went ahead and watched. Like I said, I just haven't seen one battle after another. I agree with you about Marty Supreme. I thought I was tripping at first because everybody was loving that movie. And don't get me wrong, Chalamet can act.
Yeah.
Chalamet said some shit, recently that got him in a little bit of hot water, and people are trying to retroactively. Me and my friend were saying this. People do this all the time. They try to retroactively act like somebody can't fucking act because they said some dumb shit. No, he said some silly shit. The man can still act. Chalamet is an amazing actor. It was nice to see Gwyneth Paltrow doing a role that she normally doesn't do. Being a little more, hard nosed, a little more X rated, yada yada. You got Mr. Wonderful. Um,
Oh
uh,
yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow was
Gwyneth
the
Paltrow was
lady.
his wife. You
Yeah.
got Mr. Wonderful. Actually surprisingly can act. Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, he's playing Mr. Wonderful.
To be fair, he kind of would.
He's
Um,
playing a rich asshole who knows he's richer than everybody else in the room and acts like it. And his
if you watch
on-screen
Shark Tank,
now
if he acts
he
like
could
that.
now I could be wrong. I don't know the man, but his on-screen persona whenever you see him
Agreed.
is
Agreed.
the
Yeah.
rich asshole who does whatever the hell he wants. So even if he is a humble person in real life, everything I have that talks about the guy says that's who he is. If he's different, cool. I'm not even saying it's something wrong. You're rich, do what you want. Clearly, that's how things work these days. Whether or not it's right, that's how it works. I'm not saying it's right.
Well, what I was getting at was all of that. I do agree with you though that, and like I said, I thought I was tripping. So I saw some other people say this. As great as the editing is, the directing is, the acting is, I didn't like Marty either. That
Yeah.
motherfucker's a dick, narcissistic, conceit. Speaking of ego, I was like, yo, is this your king? Like,
Yeah, at
fuck this
some
guy.
point.
Like, yo, as somebody with a passion that he would do a whole lot of stuff for, give up a lot for, chase a dream, yada yada. I'm not going to get people shot to act, okay? Like, what the fuck? And then just be like, damn, he got shot. Anyway, keep driving to the next place. Fuck him. Like, what? What? And then like you said in the review, which I agree, he went all the way. I forgot. It Korea, Japan, where they went?
Yeah.
Korea. He
No,
went all the
Japan.
way. Okay, wherever they were, the Asian country they went to. He went all the way across the ocean and gets there, and the balls to be like, "Hey, well, finally made it here, Mister So and So." So right, it's like, no, motherfucker, we already like. I would you. You said this in the review because I told you I watched it a few weeks ago. But he's like, yeah, we already made the list, bro. Like, you're not on it. You spent, you racked up thousands upon thousands of dollars that we had to pay back in room service and other kind of shit just so you could knock up Gwyneth Paltrow fucking old dick getting neat, young dick needing ass. So no, like you're not on this. Like, no, dude, it's not gonna happen. If you don't sit your
Yeah.
goofy ass, oh,
Kodo Indo is a Japanese name as fuck. That he went to Japan.
Japan, okay. It's like
Uh,
just because you happen to be here and you found your way, like no, bitch. The balls to even think that shit. Like I say, now the one thing I will
what do
say,
you think this is? 2013 FGC? You can't just show up at the last second and be like, I'm a top player, put me in the tournament. Like, nah, this is professional shit, motherfucker. This is like 2020's FGC. We're better than that now. You gotta book what everybody else does.
I will say this, I do get with Marty Supreme, I do get. Again, I was never to the point where I was like, I'm gonna step on everybody, fuck you, even if you get fucking maimed. But I do get the theme of wanting to, even beyond needing money, wanting to just indulge in your passion. And at the end of the day, that's all. Because when he was like, "Well, damn, I'm not gonna have," and I thought that was clever writing outside of the assholeness. It was clever writing. Well, I'm not going to be able to play you in the tournament, so the tournament is now. I was like, okay. So to him, this is the tournament. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I see what y'all did. You know, like there was some good shit in it, but it's like, no, Marty was a fucking dick. Like,
Yeah. You want, well, you clearly we don't want to root for Marty. And because by the end of it, we don't like the guy. But in theory, you want to root for Marty, especially as a person who has a passion that you want to pursue. It's just you keep waiting, or I kept waiting for that redemption moment to happen. And it never happened. And I'm just like,
the closest you get to Marty having a redemption is the very end where he sees his child and cries. Neither one of us have kids. We can't speak to that feeling, but that is the closest that you get to the redemption.
I can speak to the feeling enough to say that it's something all parents said they felt when they saw their child the first time.
Yeah.
Even parents that would then go on to treat the child like shit. They were happy when that child was born. Oh, in the hands I had innocence in our life, and I never felt so different. And in that moment, I decided I was gonna be a total dick to this motherfucker.
Touchdown! No, I'm joking.
I was gonna make him the best man ever by being the biggest piece of shit to him because that's how we would be a good father. You know that trope in movies where it's like, I've come to kill you, Dad. My life was shit. Mission success. What? You're a real man. Here to kill your old man. Because I treated you like shit, you grew up to be strong and vengeful. But unfortunately for you, I'm strong too, motherfucker. Let's fight. I'm not going down without nothing. You
All
just
right,
wanted.
Heihachi and fucking Kazuya.
Like, hey, Hachi threw that motherfucker in a ravine because he had a fucking devil in him.
That is
Okay?
that is true. That is true.
Because his mama had a devil in her. And his granddad had some kind of weird shit. No, he wasn't possessed. He didn't have a devil in him. He just got locked in the basement because fuck that nigga. And then he made a deal with a demon. But
What's the name? But no, what's the old girl's name? Odessa Azion, whatever her name. Now, if you want to talk about some more shit in the movie that's really fucked up, when Marty fucking knocks her up and she's like, "Hey," and they're young as hell. "Hey, Marty," and y'all talking about this too. "Hey, Marty, so I'm having a kid. Well, whose is it? It's not mine." Like, you fucking piece of shit. Like, goddamn. So it was nice to know, and like I had seen other people say this before I saw your review too. But it's always nice when something is so coveted, not just the performance or the directing, but people loving the movie and other people agree with your opinion, and you're like, okay, at least I know I ain't tripping other people. Amazing, like well structured film, whatever.
yeah, I
I did
think
not like this guy.
I'm not sure if Bill made the point, but I'll make it now and credit it to him unless he doesn't want it to be. I don't think we're supposed to like Marty himself.
That's a good point.
I feel like we're not supposed to like him, especially because apparently he's based off a real person.
And the thing is, I don't know if the real person is like that or not, but yeah, he is.
And as I've started to learn more and more over time, if an Oscar movie's based off a real person, the person's probably just a piece of shit in the movie. Fucking Raging Bull.
Never seen it. Heard this
It's
amazing.
about well, it's not about Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro plays a boxer who existed in real life. Insert life story about going after his dream and dooby doo and da da da.
Jake LaMotta.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I don't think I yeah, I can't say. I was gonna try this. I was gonna be like, I think I like him more than Marty, but I was trying to remember some of the stuff that made me be like, I can't fully get behind this guy. And yeah, I think Marty is technically a better person. In fact, yeah, Marty's a better person.
Raging Bull is looked at as one of the best movies of all time. Though, like it's
It's a
average.
damn good movie. But again, not every movie is telling you to like the protagonist.
Few movies are like that, but it is very courageous when movies do that.
Mm.
Just like few movies, and I always respect it when a movie doesn't end on a happy note. And there are a few movies that are plays or stories or whatever in general that don't end on a happy note, but it's always courageous when they do. Like if you ever see August Osage County, I don't know if you have. That's already too much of a spoiler in the first place, even if there is any spoiler for that movie. But
It's okay. I didn't even fully catch the title. You don't have to repeat it. I
August
haven't seen
Osage
it.
County, but August Osage County doesn't end on a happy note, and I respect the
Well,
movies.
now I know it. Now I know that August in the county doesn't have a happy ending. Good thing you didn't repeat the title and spoil it for me, whatever the hell the name of this play is. That apparently saying the name of it and it doesn't have a happy ending is enough of a spoiler in and of itself. It's a good
Well,
thing I didn't hear the full title of the play. So now I'm not spoiled on the fact that it doesn't have a happy ending.
well, the movie is based off a play.
You're based off a play. How about that?
Couldn't think of anything slick, so you got that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
It never the classic. You're a blah blah blah.
uh, what's the name? Begonia. Begonia was
Mm.
good.
Begonia was good.
One thing I will say is,
More of a Stankonia guy myself.
but one thing I will say is with actors like Michael B. Jordan and actors like Emma Stone, just to name like two as far as the best pictures or whatever, it's like because they're not far apart from our age, it's almost like we watched them grow up on film and we watched them get better. Because I will say with Begonia, one of the main things I thought with Begonia is damn, Emma Stone came a long fucking way. She really is a good actor, like an amazing actor now. She was always good. She was
I
always
say
good.
I don't remember her being a bad actress.
That's why I was like, let me rephrase that. She was always good, but now she's gotten to a point where she's damn good. She was amazing in that movie. I thought her acting was really fucking good. That was one of the biggest things I thought. And Jesse Plemons is always like, anytime he's lesser known, but anytime you see him, he's great. So that was the movie itself was fucking odd though. Like
Yeah, but apparently that's like the style of the director.
Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah, that.
He did I didn't see it, but he did the movie Poor Things that everybody was raving about.
Gotcha. Yeah, we haven't done a lot of his work on the channel, but yeah, that was definitely a thing.
Y'all should do the rest of the best picture. No, no, y'all don't.
Nah, we done moved on. Oscar season's over. Our first non-Oscar season movie was Pancake Man. All right.
Which I need to see for more than just the reason of just watching the movie.
Yeah, you do need to see it.
There's a big ass reason
It
why.
is a must watch.
Oh, yes, it is. um,
Not even. I was like, I wasn't even trying to be like it's a must watch because I'm in it, motherfucker. No, it was more. It's a
oh,
must
I thought that's
watch.
what you were getting at, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
not wrong.
realized that when you had the eyes like yeah, I was just like nah, it's a must watch. Go watch Pancake.
Oh,
It's a, it's
you're
a
like,
good
no,
time.
it's just a good movie,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
go watch it. It's a good time.
What was I gonna say? Have you seen the latest? Well, you haven't seen Scream like 1 through 6, have you?
I say Scream one when I was a kid and didn't want to watch the others because I didn't appreciate horror back then.
Because I was gonna say, what
I,
about
I
Red?
rightfully said didn't appreciate.
I was
I
like, yeah, that's
understand
fair.
the film is good, and I probably just had my own biases affect things at the time.
Well, if you were a fucking child, of course you did. What was I say? You seen Ready or Not?
Here I come. You can't hide. No.
Well, because they just came out with the sequel, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. So, and the original Ready or Not came out in, what was it, 2019, and then all these years later, they came out with the sequel, and the first one is great, and the sequel is a decent follow up.
So now we just need to see about You Can't Hide.
Ready or Not 3, you can't. because I mean that is like the perfect title for a sequel. If you're gonna have an unnecessary sequel, which it is, they did a good job as a follow up. But if you're gonna have an unnecessary sequel to a film titled Ready or Not, you might as well title it Ready or Not 2, Here I Come.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
And then
Um,
the third movie, you don't even have to say ready or not, just say you can't hide.
right. Well,
Then
'cause
the
that's like
fourth one's
Happy Death Day to you, the book.
yeah, and then the fourth one's like I'm gonna find you.
Ready or Not, Here I Come, you can have okay.
I'm gonna find you.
But then they start bordering on copyright infringement. You know the Fugees sampled that beat for that from some Enya song.
hmm
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. Ready or Not. What was I gonna say? Oh,
Uh-huh.
Sinners though, Michael B. Jordan winning the Oscar for Sinners. I'm actually so you've actually never been to my place because you've been in Orlando for so long, but I have in my living room famous black figures on canvas.
Oh,
So I got Jimi Hendrix. You know, you got the five panels that make like one picture. So Jimi Hendrix, one of my idols, and whenever I open my door, I wanted to always see Jimmy whenever I open. So I got Jimi Hendrix. Then I got the only picture of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King when they ever met, shaking hands and laughing in black and white. And I got what is it? Muhammad Ali training, like hitting the heavy bag and shit. So I'm going to also now add to the wall Michael B. Jordan at his acceptance speech holding the Oscar.
okay.
And then also Richard Pryor is going to get on there at some point.
Nice.
Famous black figures on canvas. Yep.
Good
You
shit.
look tired.
I am tired.
Because I'm talking to you just, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I am tired. How
But
did
you
you
know what
know?
I said.
But no, no, that was cool. Also, I was listening and thinking. Now
Hmm.
I heard you about the figures on the canvas, the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King,
Hmm.
Jimmy, Muhammad Ali,
Hmm.
soon to be Michael B. Jordan, and
Hmm.
then the fifth one you're gonna
Richard
have
Pryor.
on there, Richard Pryor. Yeah, I was
I'm,
starting to think I'm like, I don't know if I'd have Richard Pryor, but that's just because I didn't watch enough of Richard Pryor. Like, obviously, mad respect to Richard Pryor, blah blah blah.
of course.
But I think we talked about it during the Being Eddie thing when we covered that documentary. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that, check that out. That's on Netflix. It's Eddie Murphy kind of talking about his life. It's not as in depth as some would want it to be, but it's still a fun watch. I watched it with my mom and sister for Christmas and then covered it on the channel. And then we had like a short Eddie Murphy month because I think Bill went with Trading Spaces and I went
Places.
with Life. Huh?
You said space, I said places.
See, and that's why I didn't watch it for 40 years. I call it the damn thing. Trading Spaces.
Trading Spaces was like, what was it, the
Yeah,
HGTV
it's a
fucking
fucking
thing where they
HGTV
do like
home
the
renovation
home
show.
renovation show. Yeah, you thought that that's what it
No,
was.
I just get the names mixed up. That's all. I get the names mixed up. That's all it is. But yeah, Trading Places.
Trading Places, Life. Did y'all do anything
Yeah,
else
I
besides
want to
that?
say we did a third one, but we might have went straight and or that might have been when
I watched both of
other
those.
real life, yeah, real life stuff came into play, and then we went to Oscar season.
I watched both of those too because I remember I think it was Trading Places where Bill said something. You said something in there that was like he thought was a little crazy, and he was like, "Jazz or Super Jazz, if you're watching this, because you watch when we see the movies, and you probably seen this one." I don't remember what he said, but I remember he said that shit.
Oh yeah, like as much flack as you get, and sometimes deserve for your taste. My taste can be out there occasionally. I think I'm the I have said I probably have the least pinky out sophisticated of the three of us when it comes to taste. I'm the most intertwined with the masses
But there's
in what
nothing
is
wrong
liked
with
and
it.
disliked.
To some extent, there's nothing wrong with it. To a large
I
extent.
I said nothing about intelligence levels. I said pinky out and
I
the
said nothing
masses.
about intelligence levels.
No, I'm saying I said nothing. I said nothing that would have been derogatory. I just said, in fact, if I said anything derogatory, it's about the people who aren't like the masses.
You were
Because I
definitely
described you as a pinky out.
you were definitely somewhat painting it in a light that was slightly making yourself look bad, but okay.
No, I said I have
No.
the least sophisticated taste and pinky out. That ain't
No.
bad. No,
You lose. Good day, sir, face ass.
nah.
Where's that from? You lose good day.
You lose. You good day, sir, Willy Wonka. Don't. Wow, wow. I'm older than you, sir.
Tell me you know.
It's the fucking. I almost said Gene Kelly. Gene Wilder. They both had names. And yes, I've seen Singing in the Rain as well.
I haven't. So there you go.
It's a classic.
Rain in
Excuses to
Spain.
Tap Dance, the movie.
Rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain faces.
Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses
Moses
supposes they
supposedly
roses.
erroneously. Moses sound like a stupid bitch. Every time I hear
Moses,
that,
no, Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be.
every time I hear that fucking song and them lyrics, I'm like, Moses sound like a stupid ass bitch. Moses supposedly his toes are roses. Moses, why the fuck would anyone be like, what's this at the end of my foot? Are these five little roses? Shut your dumb ass. Every time I hear that, I'm like,
He knows his toes aren't roses, Jazz.
okay, so then why is he supposing
As he
them?
supposed for the same reason people like to think they shit don't stink, but them roses really smell like boo boo.
But see, this is the thing though. If I say, I think two plus two might be seven, but I know it's not seven, then why did you say it in the first place?
Because you think it might be when it feels
But
like
I
it.
don't think it might be
Because
if I
it's true.
really don't. If I think it is, but then I think it's not, then that whole time I thought it wasn't.
You're right.
You about to say
Nope.
something crazy. You was
Nope.
about to say something wild.
Nope.
That I didn't know
Nope.
you too long. That's one of those I
Nope.
was about to say something fucked up stuff, but I stopped myself because it was too fucked up for this recording. So
I don't know what you mean.
all that being said, time is up. My time is
My time is now.
so
You
yo,
can't see us
right.
no more. We done.
Everybody, thank you for watching the Whatever We Want podcast. Like I said, I go by the name of Jazz. If you would like to find more of your boy, you can go ahead and find me on Instagram under the handle Forever Super Jazz. That's going to be all one word, the word forever spelled correctly, followed by SUPERJAZ. Also, I have a what's the name? I can't get it out. I have a theater company that I started some years ago, Aquarian Rising Productions. If you were in the St. Louis area or not for that matter, you want to stay up with all things, you can go ahead and find us on Facebook under Aquarian Rising Productions. That's going to be AQUARIAN, Aquarian, not Aquarius, or Instagram, official Aquarian Rising. We actually have a show we should be announcing it soon, so I'll go ahead and announce it on here anyway. We have a show that's going to be coming up last two weekends of June. So you can go ahead. What is that? June 19th be open night. Last two weekends of June. Friday, Saturday at 7. Sunday at 4. See, when you're artistic director, you have this shit memorized. Jefferson Avenue, Mission 2241 South Jefferson. The show is Yarns. It is stories and plays by Zora Neale Hurston, adapted for the stage by Gregory S. Carr, directed by yours truly. First time
Nice.
director. So go ahead and check me out. Zora Neale Hurston, who wrote famously "Their Eyes Were Watching God." So,
Oh
yeah.
wait, so you produced the others, but you didn't direct them.
Yeah. So I've been artistic director, which is like the one coordinating every fucking thing. Produce artistic director in the theater world, same shit. Um, but yeah, I produced them, like you say, acted in them, but have not. I have yet to direct. The most directing I've done is a few months ago. I directed a stage reading,
Okay.
but I have yet to actually direct a show. And it was mainly because my confidence level was not there yet. My confidence level to act and try anything on stage was through the roof. I'm like, I was on stage in my draws like in I think two shows. Like I don't care. But to direct, it just wasn't there. But now my confidence to direct is there. I'm like, yo, let's see what the fuck happens. So first time directing.
Oh.
Where can they find you, sir?
Here, you can also find me on Twitter and Twitch at Giotavi. That is Giotavi. Come on in. Stop on by. I also have, I said Twitter and Twitch. I'm here. Also, find me in Pancake Man on Amazon Prime. Go watch it. And yeah, that's what I got to say.
And of course, the Whatever We Want podcast, like we say, we'll be doing every Wednesday. I know we've said
Well,
that several
we'll be
times, but
doing
we're
it
gonna say it one
often.
more. Hmm?
We'll be doing it often.
We'll be doing it every Wednesday.
Okay.
Why do I sound more convinced than you? And it takes two to tango, and I sound more convinced than you.
Because one of us has been dancing on the floor alone a few times and then being like, "Where's the other?"
Bitch, you talk about what fucking metaphor? You want me to come up and hold the small of your back, nigga?
You may not hear it because of the Zoom, but I'm
I,
making snoring sounds.
I get the metaphor, but that was just. Did you want me to come and fucking guide you and lead? Bitch? Like,
Nah, nigga, it takes two to tango. If you got one person, there's no tango happening, Jazz.
I did say tango. I didn't connect the dots. I apologize. That being said, everybody, thank you as always for watching, and be nice to yourself, everybody. Peace.
Adios.